Hey, welcome back to another video. This one we're going to be talking about career paths in IT. Some of the ones that people definitely know about and obvious, but then there's also a lot that people just don't know about. So I'm Infinity, going to be able to help you out with this. If you know any, drop down below. If there's any career paths I missed, definitely can go over those in the future. But start off, going to go talk about information technology. Just basic cybersecurity, both blue and red side, which I know a lot of people definitely like the red side. It's definitely a hot statement, but a lot of people like to focus on that, but got to start in the blue side at the beginning and able to understand what you're defending against. And then you got computer science along with that. So start off with information technology, all the different jobs that you can get. Start off with help desk. Many different types of administrators. So cloud and server are very similar. And then there's networking, and then there's database, and then there's a system administrator and data analytics. So I'll go over each one, how they're different, and how they go over each. So help desk, very basic, the very entry level to the whole entire industry. So help desk professionals provide technical support and assistance to users troubleshooting software and hardware issues and resolving technical problems. So overall, when it comes to this, you're going to be helping out people, really basic things when you talk about like email setup, printer help, phones, anything like that, just being able to set up very basic problems when it comes to a business. Next, cloud administrators, a little bit different than server administrators just because cloud administrators are going to be on a bigger scale. Cloud administrators are going to be with like Google, Amazon, all of those bigger companies, while like server administrators, those are going to be the ones that work with your day-to-day. They're still going to work with those big companies, but I would find it more often that you're going to work with a little bit smaller companies and you have your own stacks that you're going to be working with that are going to be for the actual company, not for individual users, because like a cloud server is going to be used for like Amazon if you're going to use that, or Linode, or any one of those companies that like a regular user such as yourself is going to use on your day-to-day, where the server administrator is going to be used for like an actual huge company. Then you have the network administrators who work with the routers and the switches and being able to understand the connections between that and being able to make everything the most efficient, whether that is the packet or just the speed or however you want to make it that your networking is the best it possibly is, whether it's security or however you want to make it. So definitely there's differences with all three of these for administrators, but they all have important parts of what you focus on in IT. Got system administrators. These ones are going to be into the machines, and you're going to be working on just the actual computers and the operating systems, the software that's on there, the GPOs being pushed out. I'm going to be focused on the standard operating procedures and how much the machines will be working together. And then you have database administrators. These are the ones that handle management, design, and maintenance of a database. Very simply, it's just going to be how input validation is, database security, and how to recover from backups. And then lastly, data analytics, part of IT. This is just bringing all the information together and able to support for then being able to be used into meaningful data. So then you have the blue side, not as favorable as the red side. We'll get that in a little bit, but blue side definitely plays a vital role to a lot of companies. It definitely is a lot more prevalent, a lot more people work in it. Definitely is way more, I would say, important because you're providing the day-to-day security, but the red team is the flashier thing that more people want to do. So starting out with threat hunting, day-to-day professionals that proactively seek and identify potential threats and security vulnerabilities within an organization. You're going to be using a SIEM and able to defend the network, going to be able to look around, identify any issues, say what the issue is and how to correct it, whether that's segmenting a machine, segmenting that individual process, being able to cut out processes, or being able to like shut down the machine, identify, and then you're going to have someone that's going to be able to use forensics later on. So the people that, the machines that you stop, the forensics are going to be able to identify and look back at exactly how those things happened. And then you're going to have someone that uses malware analysis and able to actually understand what malware was injected into the actual process or the computer or however it was put on, whether it's rootkit, Trojan, however it was. And then you're able to reverse engineer it and able to see how that actually occurred. And then you're able to halt that in the future. So then you have DevOps, which doesn't have any security on it, but it works with the development, operations, and application delivery. Putting it all together and able to best to allow your software to be pushed out. This works a lot with our next segment, which is going to be computer science. It's going to be after the red team and everything. But for right now, it's a lot of just being able to bring the software to the best possible, working with the security, and then you're going to have security, DevSecops, which is going to be DevSecops combines development, operations, and security practices to integrate security measures throughout the software development and development lifecycle. This is bringing security into that whole operations development and application delivery. And it brings it from the very beginning rather than waiting till the end, which there's a lot of catch up if you do it at the end, because then you have to restart the whole cycle all over again, where if you start at the beginning and you get your users' input at the very beginning, that's where it's going to be the most impactful. So red, the hot, what everyone wants to hear about, what everyone wants to see, what everyone's trying to get into. You got social engineering, web exploiters, zero-day developers, and wireless hackers. There's many more different subsets of what you're able to work on, but these are just the 4 that I could get over and able to help you with. So you got web exploiters. This is like your actual web applications. Very basic from a high level. This is whether you're just putting in cross-site request forgeries, or you're going to use SQL injections, just very basic things that you find on TryHackMe and HackTheBox. A lot of those applications that you're just like exploiting the actual web application. Then you have wireless hacking, which is like the pineapple that's up in the right-hand corner. Looking at that it's just being able to host things on wireless wireless that people are going to be able to see, and they would try to use your Wi-Fi, and then you're going to be able to do man-in-the-middle attacks or rogue twin or just any type of taking control of their device through that connection in the middle. Then you have social engineering. So this can be any form of phishing or just being able to call on someone and being able to say you are someone who you're not. And with the whole social engineering aspect, you're able to get across and manipulate a person and able to get credentials, get an IP, get something of importance through that other side, and money or personal PII, any form that you're able to get across and able to get to those, get from that person. And then you have zero-day developers, which is the best of the best. If any of the previous 3 did not work, then zero-day developers are going to be the ones to get it done. But for the most part, social engineering is going to get you the majority of your attacks, and then the other 3 all come in critical. But zero-day developers are exploits that haven't been identified yet, and they created on the fly and able to exploit a weakness in the system. And then you have computer science. So those developers can work in computer science, or they can be a zero-day developer for a company, but you got QA testers, very basic of the basic. These are quality assurance and just being able to test what all the rest of the developers are working on. Software developers working on programs. It could be an operating system. It could be applications on your computer. Very high level. Many different applications that can be worked on. Then you have web applications, so just like your basic websites or anything of that sort. And then you have AI developers, which is the new fad that everyone wants to really get into also, as well as like the red team. And then you have AI, really complex like ChatGPT, and able to just work on things that are able to do stuff by themselves. It's really just if-then statements that are run then and then over and over again. But people want to look at it as more than that. So yeah, there's definitely a lot that goes into it, but I don't think it's as insane as everyone makes it want to be. But definitely a great career path that has a lot of uplook in the future. And then you have mobile app developers. So there's different operating systems for all of these. And then mobile apps have different operating systems for them. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be creating a lot more videos in the future. So if you definitely want to hit up the Discord, let me know. Got a YouTube, definitely appreciate it. If you like and subscribe, watch the rest of my videos, just anything that brings you knowledge. And then hit on my Patreon soon enough in the future. So hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.